Becoming Annie by Dawn Bates. Audio sample, Chapter 1. First affirmation: dream big and believe that all things are possible. Growing up by the ocean in the beautiful, relaxed surfer haven of Manly, right on Sydney Harbour, Anne-Marie Montgomery was blessed with a playground most people can only dream of. With endless bush trails and ocean walks and the secret waterfalls of Collins Flat Beach, there is no wonder the woman you're about to discover has a deep and curious nature. Life sounds idyllic, especially when you consider the golden sandy beaches, turquoise water, and a horseshoe bay Anne-Marie had at her disposal. With a playful nature, a strong sense of knowing what she wanted and did not want to do in life, combined with what some would call a rebellious streak, the name Anne-Marie would soon become a thing of the past, and the vivacious and effervescent Annie would burst onto the scene. Now, it would be easy to think that life has been smooth sailing, full of endless praise and support for the woman you're about to encounter. And whilst that is true to a point, a real success isn't one of glitter balls and sparkles all the time. For those who meet the woman Anne-Marie has become today, it would be hard to imagine in many ways that her life has been anything other than idyllic. But therein lies the grace and beauty of the woman now known as Annie. Yes, Annie is positive. Yes, she has incredible energy that radiates from deep within her. Yes, her strength and vision is what makes her a powerhouse of a woman. But as with all successful people, there is a story of grit, challenges, and heartache along the way. Because just like every single person on the planet, successful people, including Annie, are simply human beings, living life the only way they know how, by being themselves in their own way, day by day, hour by hour, and sometimes minute by excruciating minute. Now, for some people, it would be easy to judge and say, oh, it's easy for her. Her daddy had his own business, and her mum was a stay-at-home mum. But this does not make Annie or anyone else exempt from the trials and tribulations of discovering who they are, what their place is in the world, and what their journey actually means for them. Childhood and the teenage years for everyone can be fraught with uncertainty, wanting to fit in, a deep desire to please parents and teachers alike. It is a minefield of hormones and emotions that do not make sense to anyone, least of all the person experiencing them. Parents are often heard saying they don't understand their children. Some wonder where they went wrong, whilst many have long forgotten, in the whirlwind and suppression of their own struggles, just how challenging it is to navigate the stormy waters of high school, raging hormones, body image and clothing disasters, all finished off with a great big dose of daydreaming and dreams of the future. As adults, we expect teenagers to know what they are going to be doing with their lives by the time it comes to take those all-important career exams at the age of 16 and 17. We want them to have their careers all figured out, following in the family footsteps, or avoiding them at all costs. Whilst many adults still have no idea at the age of 35, 45, and then crash and burn at age 55. With the onslaught of urges, insecurities, and more often than not, the high school bullies, living the teenage dream is not all it is cracked up to be. The story you are about to read may be the story of an incredibly successful woman, a woman who has risen in the ranks of the Australian medical world, and it is a story which will trigger other women in a whole myriad of ways. But it is also the story of a young woman in her 50s who still has a heartwarming crush on her high school sweetheart, a loving mother who will do whatever it takes to provide the best for her children. And it is the story of a loving friend who cares deeply and loyally, whilst also bringing out the best in everyone.